Hello everyone, welcome back. So I am getting ready to start working some 12-hour night shifts, and I've been switching over this weekend. So I ended up getting up about noon today, stayed up till about 3 a.m. last night, and slowly getting shifted over to night shift. But after I got up this morning, I've taken the dogs for a walk and I fixed myself something to eat. And there's just not going to be much time in the day working this schedule. So I might end up having quite a few short little videos here coming up in the next few weeks. See if I can at least get something filmed while I'm working nights. But today I thought maybe we'd just go around and do like a little bit of an update and check on all the animals and everything we got going on and just see how everything's going. So we ended up getting rain all day yesterday, and the ducks have just been venturing out all the time. I don't know if you can see them, but there's some back there on the shoreline on the back side of the pond. And the ducks have started laying eggs again. So if we walk around here, we might end up finding some eggs. And we found a nest. So we do have a nest of duck eggs. Some of the ducks were sitting on a nest. In fact, that may be what this duck up here is doing right now. It might be sitting on a nest, I'm not for sure. Rebecca's the one that told me about it. Let's see if we can find it ourselves. So that's Limpy Duck. See how she's got her leg lifted up? She's got a broken leg, but she still gets around. And Rebecca thought maybe she was sitting on a nest, but it doesn't appear to be. So Rebecca said over in these rocks right here, they had a big nest full of eggs. Yep. That's not the most eggs we've ever found, but there's about 8 or 9 eggs sitting in there. And we picked up several the other day, so starting to get duck eggs again. They laid off, all winter long. It must have something to do with the amount of light or something for sure, because they just seem to stop most of the winter time, just not lay anything. Yeah, so there's 2 duck eggs right there laying on the ground, and then I can see another one up there on the ground. So definitely the ducks are laying eggs again. We'll have to get out here every day and collect them. So there's the beginning of a little nest right there, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's an egg in the water right there. So we're kind of hoping that this year maybe the ducks will be successful in hatching out their own eggs. If not, we may just end up getting an incubator and trying to hatch them out ourselves. Or if we get a broody hen, we can put them under a broody hen also. So here recently we got ourselves a new puppy, an Australian Shepherd named Scout. And you can see him right here. He loves being on the porch. He loves being outside. He's actually pretty hard to get in the house sometimes. He'd rather be on the porch, sitting out here, watching nature and everything, than rather be in the house. But he is a ball of energy. He is very energetic, loves to play, and our intention was always to have 2 outside dogs. So we got ourselves another puppy. So I want to introduce you guys to Sydney. This is Sydney. She is an Australian Shepherd also, but she is what they call a black tri. So she's mostly black and white, and she's got a little bit of brown spots, like a reddish brown spots on her. So Sydney is like 3 weeks older than Scout. She has a lot calmer demeanor most of the time. She loves human interaction. She'd rather be in the house and with people more than Scout would. But they're definitely 2 different dogs. So these 2 definitely wear each other out. They love to play and run around. Now, Sydney definitely has more of a tendency to want to listen and please you, and he wants your attention. As in Scout, definitely doesn't listen very well and doesn't learn real quick. But they're both energetic. So Scout definitely has the herding mentality. He definitely wants to get around your feet, bite at your feet kind of thing. And then she doesn't seem to have the herding ability that Scout does. So they definitely are 2 different dogs for sure, and have a little bit different personalities. So right now these two are kind of worn out. They have been running around wrestling. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, they just kind of run around here and play around all the time. They do not like to leave. They don't like to really go farther than the garden. They are really bonded to the porch. They like to stay on the porch most of the time. So then you hear them running around the porch, playing when they're outside. They like to go underneath the porch and play, but they don't seem to go very far. That's a good thing. So we haven't had any trouble with them running off. And it's actually hard for us to get them to follow us. Like, we'll try to get them to go to the barn, and they make it about to the end of the orchard, and then they stop and they don't want to go any further. So hopefully, I mean, they'll eventually get to where they're more familiar and probably follow you a little bit better. But right now, they're definitely, they feel safe around the house, and that's where they like to stay. So here we are at the barnyard. All the animals come right to us. Are you trying to wrestle? You're funny. You're just too far away, Gracie. They can't jump on you. So here's Gracie and her baby boys. They're doing good. They're about 12 days old now. So we still need to sell these. I'd like to get rid of these two boys by the time they're about 8 weeks old. But we'll just have to wait and see if we can sell them. Obviously, girls are going to be more desirable than boys. So here's the meat chickens, the 21 meat chickens that we're raising. And it's been a week since we bought them. I don't know if you can tell, they've already gotten bigger. They've got more feathers on them. It's amazing how much they've grown in 1 week. So they are still huddling under the heat lamps, but I haven't lost any. They're all still alive. All still seem to be doing fine. So the day after I bought them, my feeders and waterers weren't big enough. So I ended up making this feeder right here that hangs out of a scrap piece of 4-inch PVC pipe. You can see I've cut about, I don't know, about a third of the pipe off on the side. And that there, at this age, is only holding about a day's worth of feed for these chickens. I mean, they go through the food like crazy. So I may end up having to make a second one as they get bigger. And then I ended up making this nipple water bucket here for the birds to drink out of. Of course, that holds about 5 gallons of water, so that definitely holds more water. I have to fill that up about every 2 days. But overall, I think the chicks are doing really good. And I mean, they're getting big already. It's crazy how fast these things are growing. Soon we'll have some homegrown chicken. So you can see Sydney just walked up and she sees Limpy Duck sitting over there. And she just turned around and walked away. So she hasn't shown any aggression toward the ducks or the chickens or anything. So that's good. So far so good. I know they're still puppies, but I would expect, being a puppy, you'd still want to chase a bird like a duck or a chicken. And so far they're doing good. So hopefully we can keep that up and they'll be at least respectful of the other animals here on the property. That's a duck. You need to be nice to it. Sydney. Sydney, be nice to Limpy Duck. Come here, Sydney. You just gonna sit and watch her? Oh, you guys are getting so wet. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. She's gonna like it this summer.
Yeah. I'm sure if the water's a lot warmer, she'll really get in the water.
Yeah.
So you guys may think we're a little crazy getting 2 puppies at the same time, and that's probably true. That is probably a little crazy to do that. But they do entertain each other during the day when they're both outside. They do really well. They like to stay just right here on the porch, real close to the house, and they keep each other busy. It's at nighttime when you have to bring them in at night and put them in a crate, or just bring them in to the house with us. They either want attention, and that gets them fighting with our other dog, Maggie, and definitely makes the evening time a little stressful, a little loud, and not so easy to sleep a little bit. But anyway, the dogs are entertaining and fun to have out here. Hopefully it'll just get better over time. They are definitely, you can't really leave them alone inside because they chew everything up. So I know they've chewed up one of the cords on our recliner. They chewed Rebecca's earbuds and ate them. Like the earbuds are gone, just part of the cord is left, and they just chew on everything. I think that's mostly Scout. Some of the woodwork actually got chewed on a little bit, so you just can't leave them inside unattended because they definitely they'll get a hold of anything and just start chewing on it. So anyway, I think, like I said, I think it'll get better over time as they get older. But right now, as puppies, it's definitely a work in progress, getting them to learn what's right and what's wrong. So anyway, that's what's going on here on the property, and wish me luck on nights. I know that there's a lot of stuff going on right now out in the world, a lot of stuff in the news, a lot of stuff happening. So I hope you guys all stay safe and all have a good week. So I'll see you later. Hey, Sydney, come here. Hey, Scout. Hey, buddy. Good girl. Scout, stop chewing on that. Oh, you're a chewer. You like to chew on everything, don't you? You like to chew on everything. Yeah, you chew on my microphone. You'll chew on everything. Everything's a chew toy with you. Come here, Scout. Come here. Hey, don't. You're always trying to chew on everything. Yes. No, stop chewing on it. Anything that has a strap or cord or shoestrings or whatever, they want to chew on it. Don't you? You don't want to chew it.